Dharmil, let me move to you, I think, and you are on the other side of the spectrum. Are you more excited of the post-COVID world or sort of the COVID world? And, do you feel this will be the new baseline for pharmacy and health tech? And, how will behavior change for the longer term?
I think a couple of things have happened. I think our category has two parts. One is pharmacy, and the other is consultation diagnostics. I think the top of the funnel, which is consultation and diagnostics, that's taken a very bad hit. We've seen consultations going down by almost 80%. Now that's because people are worried going to see doctors in person. There is very heavy adoption of video consultation. We've seen one of our platforms growing almost by 500% in just 1 month, just by adding a video consultation feature. But again, adoption on that is very, very low. So that sort of leads to lesser number of prescriptions coming in, and I think this is a trend which we are seeing, that if people are not that severely affected by any symptoms, they do not want to see a doctor. We'll just have to wait and watch on how this behavior changes or shapes the patient-doctor interaction in the longer run. But we're seeing that there is a large dip in patients visiting doctors. There is definitely a movement from the in-person visit to a video visit, but still overall the number of prescriptions being generated in a month have dipped quite heavily. That has led to a degrowth of almost by 30% for the pharma industry. So that's one side of it. We are also seeing that diagnostics is very badly hit because again, people don't want anyone piercing a needle into them or someone coming very close to them. Sonography, MRI, X-rays, these things would literally want you to be in a place where all the sick people might have been there. So again, that's badly hit. We've seen a dip of almost again 75% on that front as well. So while the top of the funnel has taken a hit, that has resulted in overall pharma sales again to dip by almost 30% in April and May, slightly revived, but because there was lockdown and no one moved out, lesser amount of infections and all of that, it did hit the industry. Now, the channel, let's say us being an online channel, we've seen demand spiking up almost to probably 100% in like the first week of lockdown, and then sort of sustained for a good 1.5 months. This was pretty good in terms of getting the right demand. We saw a lot of different types of consumers coming in, a lot of first timers. We started talking to a lot of customers. People were trying to buy from an online platform for the first time. Not just an e-pharmacy, but any online platform. People who've never used Amazon, people who've never used Flipkart. These are the kinds of people who started coming in to transact and buy medicines. One thing that we believe that, everyone, not just e-pharmacies, but all the online platforms and channels will have to take into consideration is the behavior, the kind of treatment that we want to give to these people will have to be simplified. We'll have to think of new ways to onboard them. We'll have to think of new ways to help them place an order. We'll have to find new ways to communicate with them. They are not tech savvy. They are not going to check push notifications again and again. They'll be much more anxious than others to understand where their orders are, what's the status. These are the folks who are used to buying from a kirana store. Now with this, with this spike in demand, we were stressed a lot on our supply chain. The back end was disrupted because, obviously, the entire chain, right from the pharma companies to CNF, to distributors, to retailers, all of them were stressed, and there was disruption across the entire value chain. That is where it's our job now to innovate on new channel, and also create a network of partners who can help us scale up this quickly. Though the demand spiked up very well, we did not hold up to fulfilling all of those. So we'll have to go back to the drawing room and figure out. In fact, we've done it, and now we are coming up with new models which will help us take along the entire offline retail network as well, and what we call as omni-channel. So how quickly can we adapt to the omni-channel way of doing business, and how can we ensure that all these people also adapt to technology platforms and use them to grow their business as well. So that's something that is coming up as a new way of looking at this space. And briefly, yes, this is what has happened in at least the patient, doctor, and supply chain interaction.